All right, good evening. I'm Lee. Welcome to For Fun Golf TV. Glad to have you all with us here this evening. We're going to be playing Firekeeper Golf Course in Jackson County, Kansas, about 30-ish minutes north of Topeka. I- I've this course 4 or 5 times while I lived in Topeka, so I'm a little familiar with it. It's one of my very difficult golf course in real life. It's one of those where you've got fairway, semi-rough, and then you're in natives that may be 3 feet tall. So place is really easy to lose golf balls. We're going to see what we can do tonight. A little bit of update since our last stream. Our Square Golf launch monitor received an update. It got its official connector to GS Pro. Been waiting for that for a long time. A little bit of a learning curve with it. Some of y'all will remember from previous streams, we were playing in calculate mode where the GS Pro used an algorithm to calculate ball flight based off the parameters at impact and using plain white tour balls. That calculate mode is gone with the new connector. So we are having to use mark balls again. So we're going to be playing. I've got some Callaway Chrome Soft tour balls with the American flag logos, and I've got some Mark TaylorMades. They're not the Pix balls. I just never have liked the Pix balls, but they're like a tour soft or super soft ball with logos on them. Going to be trying that. It is a learning curve. I've seen some kind of odd results where depending on where I place the ball in the hitting area for the launch monitor, getting snap hooks, whether I feel like it's a snap hook or not. I've actually taken some swings trying to slice it and feeling like I sliced it off the planet and it's still snap hook left. So not sure if it's the connector, the launch monitor, or what, but we'll see how that goes. A couple other little technical gremlins that we've seen with it, but I think we can work through those. So glad to have you here tonight. TK's not here. He had real life obligations, so he's not going to be able to be on the stream tonight. He filled in for me and did some great content while I was out of town visiting family. So glad to be with you tonight, and let's get started. All right, first hole here at Firekeeper. And again, I think I'm playing off of the yellow tees, uh, the third set. That's kind of normally where we play is around the third set. It's a very long golf course, as I recall, if you go off the blues or blacks. So I'm happy to be playing off probably tees that are better suited to my game. I'm not nearly as long a hitter as TK is, so don't expect those 300-yard bombs like he was hitting. But let's see what we can do here, get it in play, and get started. Yeah, there's that snap hook that I was talking about. Yeah, I don't really hit that shot. That's what kind of baffles me. That's not my normal ball flight, but I've been getting that a lot. I played some rounds earlier today, just kind of get familiar, and I always like to tee the ball up in the front right corner of our hitting area. And when I moved it back and towards me a little bit and back in the box, I got better results. So I will try that again on the next one, see if I can pull it back and see what that does for me. So now I got 149, 7 yards up. So playing 156 out of the deep rough. Take 20% for that. That's going to play about 185. So I'm going to try to hit a 5 iron, see if I can get it up there. See if all my math works out. Yeah, I caught it fat. That math doesn't matter when you catch it fat. 87 yards. Wedge. Come on, get on there. There you go. All right, I'll take that recovery. So we're looking to putt for par, 17 feet, a little bit left to right, pretty flat. I am going to use the aim stick, go out just a little bit to the left. And let's see if we can get a putt to go for us here. Didn't get it high enough. All right, well, bogey off the start. Not the worst start that I've had. Certainly not the worst start I've had at Firekeeper in real life either. That ball there off the tee that I got to hit again, I didn't ever goes into that grass. It just disappears. Plus, there's prairie rattlesnakes, things like that. You don't want to really go rummaging for balls. So this is the technical glitch that we've been seeing, where it sometimes just decides not to read. I just have to go to my button box. I club up, club down, and then it picks it up. So, yeah, that aim point looks about right. Yeah, that was a good drive. And again, I moved the ball back in the hitting area and towards the center, and suddenly it was better. 149 now. Just a touch uphill. Looks more uphill than what it's showing, but I just have the wind on calm, so I don't think it'll be a factor. I'm going to hit a 7-iron. Maybe not hit all of it. See if I can get it up there. Come on. Yeah. I didn't really hit that one very clean, but that's what I used and more get it up there regardless whether I had good contact or not. So now I got a chip 16 yards down to the green. Aim out just a little bit to the right. Just in the rough, so I have to kind of see how it comes out. There you go, get in the circle. Not a bad chip. Safe par there. I never get upset about a par. Don't forget 18 holes tonight. I'll do the hole-in-one challenge and actually get to play for myself for a change. Thank everybody if you're watching. Anybody on, we definitely appreciate you. Like, follow, subscribe. Look for For Fun Golf TV on all the content platforms that you're used to. We're out on all of them. Yeah, so we've got to ask this question several times. I think we'll probably create and pin a post. We just haven't got that far into this yet. Closure, launch monitor, projector, flooring, hitting mat, all of that stuff. I'm going to say around $5,000, pretty close. We bought a bunch of other stuff to set up for the streaming, so we've spent a lot more than that on what we're doing. But for the flooring, when I say the flooring, we've got 3/4 inch gym mat across the entire part of this part of the garage, plus then the flooring that has the outdoor turf on it. The 5x10 hitting mat out here in the middle. This is a solid hitting mat. I think I got this off maybe Carl's Golf or whatever it's called, that does home simulator stuff. The place you spend the money or can save money is on the launch monitor. I was able to get a ViewSonic PS502W, I believe, short throw, 4,000 lumens for $750. Works great for us. Would we maybe want a better projector at some point? Maybe, but this works great for now. And the launch monitor, we went with the Square, which is basically $750 out of the box. So You can spend obviously thousands of dollars on the launch monitor if you choose to. All right, well, I'm going to move on here. We've got 398 yards, par 4, hole number 3. Pretty skinny fairway out there, it looks like. That's a good drive. Yeah, it's weird moving that ball back in the hitting area. It didn't move my stance, but it makes a huge difference in how the launch monitor and this new connector appear to be reading the ball. So much happier with this. Who said that? TK, shouldn't you be doing something important? I suppose that's important too, huh? 153 yards. Should be a 7-iron. I appreciate you being on, TK, and watching. Wish you were here with me. Oh, come on. That's a good 7-iron right there. I'll take that. All right, left me with 22 feet for birdie. To left, uphill. Now, not enough break, or didn't break as much as I thought. I guess too much. I gave it too much is the way I guess I should phrase that. Oh, yeah. Um, the again, I just answered the question, but feel free to ask. We're happy to answer questions. About 5,000 for everything involved with the actual simulator itself. Do your homework if you're looking to buy one. It is super dependent on the space you have to play in, right? So if you're looking at like a ML2 Pro or a Mevo, any of those Doppler radar units, consider you need about 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet to your screen, and another 8 to 10 feet behind you for that unit to set to work properly. And those radar units, I am told, I haven't owned one, but I'm told and I've read, sometimes depending on the building structure, don't work real well because of that technology. The Square, that's about the cheapest camera model you can get into. Will we upgrade? Eventually, I'd love to have a ceiling mounted unit. But for now, this is fantastic for what we're doing, just playing golf and having fun with it. It's really working for us, but it's very space dependent. We have a 12 by 9 enclosure with 5-foot sides on it, and we're hitting from about 8 feet from the screen. So for our space, this works really good. Okay, I am +1 through 3, par 5 here, 519 yards, going uphill, blind shot, just cresting over that hill in front of me. So let's see what I can do with that. It is hot, by the way. We're 30 miles or so north of Austin, Texas, and it is toasty in the garage today, I will promise you. We're hopefully next year going to have air conditioning for the garage. We just weren't able to get it done for this year. Got a little side spin on that one. Just going to miss the fairway a little bit. Got 220 out of it going uphill. That's not terrible. 301 up to the hole. Said what? Oh yeah. We've actually. I had an AC guy out doing some work with the vents in the house. It's a brand new home, and so we had to fixing some of the dampers. And I was asking him about it. Yeah, and he's like, "Yeah, mini split, no big deal to put in." Da 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 da. So that's the idea. We got the garage is actually very well insulated. It's finished sheetrock everywhere, painted. It's just around the garage doors themselves. There's probably some insulation we need to do around the bottoms of that because they have gaps in it for drainage in case your drainage floods. But mini split's definitely the way we're going at some point. Okay, this is 301. I could try to whale a 3-wood, and if I catch it, I'm still 70 yards away. I just don't see much point in that. So I'm going to hit a 6-iron. I want to leave myself around 120, 130, something like that. Myself a little bit more than I was thinking. 143, that ain't bad. Um, what does it look like up there? 143, 131 front, 143 center. So that's probably going to be an 8-iron. Again, it shows the flags 2 feet 8 inches below me, but it sure looks uphill to me. So we'll see. Oh yeah, too much. Oh, good 8-iron. No, I took it right over the flag. Uh, I said there's a learning curve involved with all this setup. The biggest learning curve is you can take a full swing in your garage. It Your body just like naturally kind of cuts down your swing, like you're afraid you're going to hit something, even though you can clearly see with your swing you're not going to hit anything. It is really difficult to train yourself to take a full swing in the garage. Okay, this is going to break a little right to left. I'm just going to play it out a touch. Yes, that is the square launch monitor. Got it. Oh, I think I ordered it like the first or second week of June. We've been using it for about 6 or 7 weeks now. We're happy with it. The updates, we were really waiting on that official GS Pro connector because we use GS Pro almost exclusively, and that came out this past week. So that's a huge win for us. So I got 38 feet, slightly downhill, right to left. Yeah, I didn't play it out far enough, but I got fairly good distance control for that. We are using a 10-foot gimme circle. If you go on GS Pro and play any of the GT Tour events, they use a 5-foot circle, which actually really does make you think more about your putts and your chips and focus more. But the 10-foot, just for having fun, we put it on 10-foot, and it works for us. So it's a 121-yard par 3, number 5. A little bit uphill, not bad. I'm going to try a pitching wedge in honor of TK, who's not here. A little bit to the right, maybe short. Yeah, right in the bunker. Of course. Of course, in the bunker. Pitching wedge, exactly. Yeah, TK's favorite club. 15 yards. Not a lot of room on the green to work with. My guess is I'm going to go past and be putting back to the hole. But the primary concern is getting out of the bunker. Oh, come on. No, that's a good chip. That was a good sand save right there. I would say this. I mean, I'm not a very good golfer, honestly. but getting to play and practice anytime you want in your garage helps a ton. And it is a video game, quite honestly. You've got to learn how to play the video game as well. So I don't necessarily, I don't tell myself that this translates to real world golf exactly, but I think it will help you in real world golf. So 457 yard par 4-6. Again, anybody out there watching, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Look for us out on all your content platforms. For Fun Golf TV, we're there on all of them. Like, follow, share. We appreciate every bit of it. And if you have suggestions, please comment. Send us suggestions on things you want to see or things you want to see us do differently. Again, our format we're looking to do is Sunday night and Monday night streams. So one and more of the professional tour. So the idea is if the course is available, that the PGA, Live, Champions, DP World Tour, whoever it is playing that coming weekend, we of course Sunday night, Monday night for two of the tours. If a course isn't available that week, which we've already ran into that, where none of the tour courses were available, we'll just try to get the best we can content out for you. It's actually intended just to be kind of fun night. Things you suggest, courses, one club challenge, match play, whatever it is, that's what we want to do on Friday nights. It's just kind of weird without TK here. I really can't do a whole lot of competition by myself. So we're just going to do a straight up 18 holes tonight and then our hole-in-one challenge. Yeah, I feel that go to the right. Hang on over there. Oh, that's not. I didn't miss as bad as I thought I was going to. It felt like I really let that one go, but it's not that bad. Okay, 240 yards up the hill out of the rough. That is enough that if I catch a 3-wood, I might be able to get up right to the front. But I want to aim over here and hopefully stay away from that bunker. Anybody out there watching played golf this week? If so, where'd you play? How'd you shoot? Not the pitching wedge. Yeah, I pulled it a little bit to the left, and I really didn't get any distance out of it. Wow, that didn't get up in the air at all. Felt like a pretty good strike, just a little bit of a pull. Usually I get more distance out of those, but that one didn't do much coming out of that rough. All right, 74 yards from the rough. Should be playing just about 80, somewhere in there. I think I'll try my sand wedge, about a 3/4 sand wedge, something like that. Come on. Ah, you dog. All right. So completely dependent on what your setup is, your space, what enclosure, screen, all that you want to get. Again, we spent around 5,000 on ours, but after going through it, there's several sites that offer help, like PlayBetter.com, Carl's. I don't know if it's Carl's Golf or Carl's Indoor Golf, something like that. A bunch of YouTube videos. Watch those. Golf City has a channel that is really good. They help their content helped me a lot early on is identifying products and things. But spend your time, do your homework would be my best advice for you. Get in. Oh, come on. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to give me what is it, like 30 seconds or 12, 10 seconds? I don't know. It did not give me the proper time, I don't think. Okay, one over, playing 7. 161 yards downhill. Should be a 7-iron. So here's the deal. So we were, my wife and I, we lived in South Carolina on a beautiful golf course, lakefront community, loved it. Our course had gotten purchased by a company that was completely redoing it. They were spending probably $2 million redoing this course to make it a PGA level facility. Had one of the world class teachers, whose name you would recognize probably if you're into any of that kind of stuff. He was building a training facility there. We were going to be joining that course. It's opening for play in October, and we were on vacation, and our daughter and son-in-law had moved down here, and my wife said, "Hey, you know what? I think maybe we should move down to Austin and be around the kids." And so I was like, "Okay," we agreed to do that. And I said, "But here's my one caveat: whatever the house we get, I have to have a place to put in a golf simulator. If I don't get to live on the golf course anymore, I want to have a golf simulator." So that's how this happened, and the wife has been nothing but supportive. She's been great throughout the process. Yeah, pulled that 7-iron a little bit. That'd have been good. If I'd hit it straight, I think that'd have been right on the front and hopped up there a little bit. All right, 21 yards, pitching on. Looks pretty flat up there by the pin. Let's see if I can get something close to it. Oh, nope. Now, when you chip and hit about 3 inches behind the ball, you're probably not going to get close. So now I put myself in a bad spot. Thanks for the gifts. We appreciate that. We appreciate all of it. Any likes, any follows, anybody viewing the content, we're greatly appreciative. You're just doing this for fun, and we appreciate anybody that wants to be involved with that. So I've got about 12, a little 12 and a half feet, pretty flat, little left to right, and I didn't hit it hard enough to matter. I don't think. Yeah. Oh, that's a tough double bogey there. You hate double bogey in a par three, but the chip killed me. I could have recovered from missing the tee off the or missing the green off the tee, but the chip killed me. 366 yards, so the hitting area runs out at 248. Should not be a problem for me. I should land short of that. Yeah, there's that snap hook. Oh, come on, there's an OB over there. Don't go out of bounds. It went out of bounds. Yeah, I hate that. I have not figured out what that snap hook is coming from. It is truly against everything in my swing. I'm just going to re-hit. I'm not going to take a mulligan. Say that again. What was the question? No, the launch monitor connects via Bluetooth. That was another lesson learned. Onboard PC Bluetooth, which I've got a gaming PC back here behind the enclosure to the side of it. You can't see. Um, onboard Bluetooth is in this space with launch monitors is notoriously unreliable. You get a bunch of disconnects, weird behavior. So I've added a Bluetooth extender, a TP-Link, disabled the onboard and added this TP-Link Bluetooth antenna, and it's much better now. But you pull it off, it charges with a USB-C cable, but it only connects to the computer through Bluetooth. That's this launch monitor. They're all a little bit different. Still a little bit of right to left on it, but not as bad as the first one. Yeah, no, don't hit that cart path. I don't want to see that. Do I not get a free drop for my stance? Come on. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So the voice you're hearing off, that is Morgan. She's helping running a lot of the streams. Off camera is Sandy. She's helping as well. I thank them very much. Let me get that cursor off the screen. So I've got 134. That tree, as we say, is 90% air. So yeah, I'm gonna try to hit a 9-iron. See if I can get up there. Oh gosh, I hung that out to the right, and it clipped off the tree. Get over that hazard, right into the trap. That was not good. I don't know if you guys could see it very well on screen, but it clipped the top of that tree. I launched it right, which would have been fine. I think I'd have been up here in the fairway short of the green, but it caught one of the branches off that tree and just kicked it to the right. Okay, fairway bunker. Fairway bunkers take off about 5%, according to what I'm told. 50 yards, so 55 yards up out of the bunker. I'm just going to try to hit a lob wedge, see if I can get it up there. Chunk that a little bit, but it should. Yeah, it took a ton off. So my raw carry was 49 and a half, but it only gave me 37. So it took off a full, I don't know, almost 10, 15%. All right. Off the green on the fairway. I'm going to putt this up there. And it's going right to left pretty hard. 36 feet. Trying to run it off that slope, and hopefully it settles down over there. Oh, come on. That's the question of the night for sure, which is absolutely fine. Around $5,000 for all the everything that goes into that, the projector, the enclosure, the screen, the launch monitor, the hitting mat, all the flooring, all that kind of stuff. Around the Square Golf launch monitor, it's about $750, something like that. Nope. All right, got to stop the bleeding now. 351 yards, number 9. Yeah, like I said, I played course, I think probably 5 times in real life, but as I'm playing it, I'm struggling to kind of. I always get it and the holes on. There's another one called Colbert Hills, which is the K-State golf course over in Manhattan, Kansas. That is very similar. I played it a number of times too, and I tend to get the two courses in my mind kind of mixed up as to what holes and things to expect. Yeah, so Square does come with like 16 courses out of the box, and they're adding courses, sporadically. So there are courses that come with it, but GS Pro is kind of the widely accepted pay. It's $250 a year. There is that, but it's kind of the third party software that everybody uses. Now there are other ones. There's E6. There's my mind just went blank on it. Golly, there's multiple other third-party ones you can look into. The thing to consider is, does your launch monitor have a native connection to it, or is it an open API or some other third party to get to it? Sandy hasn't been on camera yet. She does get out here and practice once in a while, but glad to have my nephew Jared out there. That's pretty cool. There's that hook. Good Lord. I don't know where that's coming from. Yikes. I have got to make some kind of correction to get out of that. I had started, seemed like I was hitting things fairly, and then now it's crept back in. So I am going to see if I can't just kind of go right through that gap there. Um, that tree is actually in behind my ball, and that doesn't impact my shot on GS Pro, not like it would in the real world. So I'm gonna hit a 6-iron. I'm 155 coming out of this deep rough. Just see if I can get something up there close. Oh no, I hit the tree directly in front of me. Okay, so lesson learned. We're gonna have to just play out sideways. See what that looks like. It does not look good, folks. Um, just a second. Let me switch. I am going to try to fit an 8-iron and get it out to the fairway. We'll see if I can do that or not. I got it out to the sand trap. Okay. 125 out of the sand, uphill. I'm going to hit the same 8-iron. Got it up in front, but this is actually kind of normal for me. If I cannot get off the tee box, everything else is a struggle. I know a lot of people have that same problem with golf, but what you're seeing is actually very realistic. If I'm struggling off the tee, so this ball has got to go up there to the hole. And it stayed. I was afraid if I left it short, it'd roll back down.